It's no secret. Every single day, we continue to see more and more cases of COVID-19. We are indeed climbing up that chart. It seems like faster and faster all the time. You've seen stories on the news now of COVID-19 on cruise ships. You've seen that cruise companies are not as forthcoming as maybe we want them to be on COVID-19 cases on their cruise ships. And cruisers in every Facebook group that we're in, on our own Facebook group, on comments on our videos, continue to ask us, should I cruise? Let's talk about that question right now on Island Time. A great big hello to all you islanders. I hope your week is off to a great start. You and I get to spend some time right now in the islands talking about what we love, cruising, talking about a big, serious question that many of you islanders have asked me, and many of you islanders are asking in your Facebook groups. It's a serious question. For some people, it's easy. They don't even consider it. But for some people, it really is a question, and they're weighing their options. Should I cruise? First off, I hope that you have a cruise booked. I don't care if it's with Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, Celebrity. I hope you have one booked. I know how much fun it is to have one booked and to plan your excursions and to plan everything that goes into the night before your cruise and all the activities within your cruise. I know how exciting it is. I know how stress relieving it is. So I hope that you have one booked. Maybe we can help you right now, provide some details and maybe just a train of thought that you can process should you go on your cruise. I know that you follow other YouTube bloggers just like I do, and you've seen videos and stories of what's going on currently, and it can be scary, it can be intimidating, and it can make you think and question yourself on should you go or not. You've seen on TV the latest incident on the Carnival Vista made every network that you can think of, anything that you watch, it was a story on there. I watched it today on Good Morning America. They were live and shared the story in the Carnival Vista of 27 positive cases. They also shared this. All 26 workers who were infected with COVID-19 over the last several weeks on the Carnival Vista, every one of them are back to work. Every one of them are back to work. That is absolutely great news for those individuals, for Carnival as a whole, and the whole cruise family. We're excited about that. Should you cruise? I ask you, are you flexible? I know you've probably cruised before, and you have a concept of what cruising is in your mind. You know what you enjoy. You know how much you like to plan and the detail you like to plan. Are you flexible? If that answer is no, or not very, I don't know if you should cruise right now. You have to be flexible in order to cruise right now because protocols are changing every single day. What ship life looks like sometimes changes every single day. The things that are being asked of you before you get on the ship and when you get on the ship are changing every single day. If you are flexible, you go on that cruise that you have booked. Do it. If you don't have one booked and you're flexible, book it. Be prepared for a slightly different experience. We know that. The experience has changed a little bit, including currently wearing masks in certain indoor areas, including currently sometimes being served the buffet instead of you getting to serve yourself the buffet. Times have changed just a little bit, and hopefully it's not for the long term. But the cruise experience itself, especially the indoor experience, the capacity, the indoor levels on how many people can attend a show, what does a show look like, having to maybe make reservations for a show before you go. It's changed a little bit, but if you're flexible, you're going to be okay. And port days have changed. I've wore a mask in the Caribbean sun, 90-degree weather, probably higher than that. 95-degree weather. I'm sweating and sweating and sweating. And I'm wearing a mask while I'm shopping, while I'm walking to to the beach. Again, if you're flexible, go on the cruise. You also have to consider what is safe for you. The good news is there's a lot of options out there. If you want a 100% vaccinated cruise, that is 100% passenger and crew vaccinated cruise, guess what? There's an option for you. Here's news right here, cruise news. Norwegian Cruise Lines on August the 15th celebrated as the Norwegian Gem became the first cruise ship in Florida to sail with fully vaccinated passengers and crew. That's right, 100% vaccination. If that's what you need in order for you to cruise, if that's what you're comfortable with, that's what your mind tells you you have to have, there is an option for you. That doesn't eliminate risk entirely, but if that provides peace for you, go sail Norwegian out of Florida. Try it, even if you've never done it before. The same can be said about Carnival and Royal Caribbean and Norwegian out of Alaska. They are doing 100% vaccinated cruises out of Alaska. Maybe you've never gone to Alaska. Go. If that's what makes you comfortable, then absolutely go. If you have families that you want to cruise with, because maybe that's what you've always done, is you cruised with your family, you've cruised with your kids and your grandkids, and that's what you want to do. There are options for that as well. Now, these cruises are 95% vaccinated, 5% or less unvaccinated, but Carnival, Disney, Royal Caribbean are all selling out of Florida and out of Texas. And they allow children to an extent. There is an application process that you have to go by. You have to apply for an exemption of being vaccinated. And there are families who have kids that are accepted for that exemption. And there are families who have kids that are denied the exemption. But that is an opportunity and a possibility for you if you want to cruise. You have to consider, are you flexible enough to cruise? And can you accept change literally second by second sometimes? Are you okay with getting on a ship and an outbreak taking place and maybe you're notified? Or like those in the Carnival Vista, they were not notified that there were 27 cases, but Carnival was doing the work behind the scenes. They were making sure that everybody was okay. Are you okay with that? Or do you want to be notified? Or let's say that you're notified and it's a bigger audience. Would you be okay physically and mentally to handle that news? Are you okay cruising with a different experience? I think for most of you, that answer is a big, fun yes. Let us know in the comments. Are you cruising soon? Are you keeping your cruise that you've booked? Are you canceling? Let us know. Absolutely let us know. We cannot wait to hear from you. Now, we've got to end today on a good note because we have good news out of Galveston. You know that we love Galveston. Huge news out of Galveston today as there was a ceremony that took place for Royal Caribbean. That's right. Royal Caribbean International, alongside with the Port of Galveston, broke ground today on their new cruise terminal that has a price tag of $125 million. Can you believe it? Yes, the Port of Galveston, the fourth largest port in the United States, broke ground over the weekend. Celebration continues today in Galveston as construction starts on this $125 million terminal. Roger Reese, who we've become familiar with, he's the port director and CEO there at the Port of Galveston. He has done a great job over the last year and a half keeping everybody up to date and keeping updates within the cruise terminals and ports. He shared all kinds of news. He said that this new cruise terminal is a game changer. This much anticipated project will bring 800 new jobs, $1.4 billion in local business service revenue, $5.6 million in state and local taxes, and incredible business development opportunities to the state of Texas. It is expected to be done the fall of 2022, just in time for, yes, you guessed it, an Oasis class ship, the Allure of the Seas, is coming to Galveston as we have previously announced, but it's becoming real. Maybe you've never tried Royal Caribbean, but you live so close to Galveston, a port that Carnival for a long time has traditionally held strong and had the most number of ships, had the newer ships. Yes, Royal Caribbean has a footprint in Galveston. They have for a long time. But them bringing the allure of the seas changes the game. There will be a lot of people who have never sailed Royal Caribbean who will, simply because of that. The construction project will generate an estimated 800 jobs, like I said, in total. And the square footage is over 161,000 square feet. That is a huge terminal. Over 10 acres is what it will sit on, and it's going to be in the eastern side of the port. If you're familiar with the port, it's on the eastern side of the port, and we cannot wait to see the new terminal and what's going to be done with the new terminal, all the new technology, facial recognition technology, and the ability to check in via mobile, and of course the allure of the seas coming to Galveston. We can't wait. Please join us tomorrow night, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time, as we go live. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock. We can't wait to see you, and we will be right here on Island Time.